Welcome back, Jess. I want to have you chat a little bit about Cardinal Müller. Tell us, for those who don't know who he is, he's retired now, but give us a little background because he's actually shooting with both barrels regarding the denouncing of the Great Reset and COVID being used to establish a global surveillance state. That's quite a accusation.
Yeah, Terry, he's one of the great German cardinals. He's the former. He got fired. I'm just going to put it out. I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to be PC. He got fired by Pope Francis. He's a former prefect of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith.
Yep.
That's called the CDF. And again, this guy just has impeccable credentials as a scholar.
Right.
Cardinal Müller, he's denouncing the Great Reset. He said it's being used to establish a global surveillance state. You know who else says that? Vigano. Who else says that? Dr. Malone. So now you have high-ranking bishops and doctors that are not connected with the government. They're saying the same thing. And who's behind it? They're pointing the fingers at two people.
Yep.
Klaus Schwab.
Yep. That's his name.
And Bill Gates.
And George Soros, too.
Actually, three people.
Yeah.
You actually throw four people in there. And also medical dictator Fauci. Fauci, Schwab, Gates, and Soros. Okay?
Yes.
And Cardinal Müller, he pokes fun. He goes, I don't want to be saved and made in the image and likeness of Klaus Schwab or these guys, Soros and Gates.
That's a great line.
Or any other people. And he's talking about the transhuman project that they want.
Yep.
So Cardinal Müller has warned that COVID is being used by the proponents of the Great Reset as an opportunity to subject the people to complete control and to establish a surveillance state. Cardinal Müller made the comment in an interview with Austria's St. Boniface Institute earlier this month. St. Boniface Institute, was started by that young man that got the Pachamama idol.
Oh, he's a good man. And not only did he do Cardinal Müller, but he did Bishop Athanasius Schneider. He's 26 years old, man. It's really inspiring to see a young guy doing what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, he's leading the charge out in Austria.
Hey Jesse, one of the things that this article talked about, Müller spoke about certain chaos. I thought about that's a good way of describing this. Chaos brought about the COVID pandemic, which he said is being used by the globalist elites as a way to usher in this Great Reset agenda. You've said this, Jesse.
Let me define Great Reset because people are saying, what? You don't know what you guys are saying.
Good point.
Archbishop Vigano just said it's simple. He said Great Reset is communism.
Yeah.
It's the infiltration of communism into the West. So when you hear the Great Reset, immediately think the Fatima's prophecies, the consequences, communism. Go ahead, Terry.
No, that's thank you for that clarification. But what I really liked what the German cardinal quoted, the founder and executive, the chairman of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, said, who described the COVID pandemic as, here it is, they tell us, an opportunity to implement the Great Reset, which he wrote in just June of 2020, the article that the pandemic represents, and he said it, a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect and reimage the reset of our world. Remember what he said, reset of our world. See, this is the point I really think is important that the Cardinal said. He's arguing that the Great Reset agenda is based on fraud. Lies is another word for fraud. Lies. And explains. Go ahead.
And I'll tell you what's sad is.
Tell me.
One of the ways that you start giving into the Great Reset, and I've seen a lot of good Catholics, I'm not going to mention any names. A lot of good Catholics are just caving in, Terry. They're caving in. They're rolling up their sleeve. They're getting the jab, the double jab, the booster. In other words, Terry, this Great Reset globalists, they're wearing Catholics down so much with the propaganda in the media, radio, marquee signs on the freeway, social media. And Catholics are just saying, man, I'm done fighting. And here they do it, Terry, roll up their sleeve.
I agree, Jesse, because one of the things he says, he's arguing that the Great Reset agenda is based on fraud and explains that the fraud consists, and here's where it really nails it, Jess. It consists in the idea that man can, through modern technology, our modern communications, bring forth a new creation. And here it is, create a new human. In whose image? In their image and likeness.
Again, that's what they call the Great Reset. People call transhumanism.
Exactly.
in some way, shape, or
God.
form,
That's what they're saying.
These Frankenstein medical dictator
Jesse,
monsters, Terry, when I watched the movies, the Terminators, when I was a young man, when I had all black hair and a black mustache when I was young, okay, I was entertained, watching these Terminators, fighting human beings.
Yeah.
I never in my wildest dreams well, actually I did. In fact, I think that when I was younger, I would bring this up to her. I'd say, you know what? This is 25 years ago. I'd say, I wonder if mankind would become so decadent and so evil that they would start using technology and robots to kill us. Well, guess what, Terry? We're here. This transhumanism, this trying to make a human being immortal is the new Babel.
Yeah.
This is how they want to reach heaven. We want to make a man, give him computer parts, connect him to the internet so he could live forever.
Crazy.
And again, who knows what they can have this person do if you're half human, half machine.
Yeah.
This is, Terry, this is a denial of God's supernatural creation called the human person. This is wicked. This is evil.
Jesse, isn't that what the devil wanted to do from the very beginning? What I mean by that, you get it? Yeah, I'm saying that this is demonic is what I'm really pointing out. It's demonic.
Yes. He told the talking snake told Eve.
Exactly.
He says, the reason God doesn't want you to eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because he doesn't want you to be like him.
Exactly, Jess.
And he doesn't want you to know what he knows. So now Schwab, Fauci, Gates, and Soros are saying, hey,
we don't need God.
We don't need God. We can make a transhuman. This is the new apple in the Garden of Eden. We can make you, remember like the $6 million man?
Yes.
Stronger, faster, better.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're saying to God. Phooey with your creation. We can make you human beings. Just follow us in the World Economic Forum. We can make you stronger, faster,